Welcome everyone as Channel 19 presents Varsity Wrestling here. I'm joined by Kevin Schulz and Christopher Baldash, and I'm John Hallwood here again to bring you some coverage of some varsity wrestling. And as you see here, Sterling's going to take on Audubon Green Wave, so we're going to have our first matchup here. It's going to be the 132 class.
You feel like, guys, this just in looking at the teams in the years past, you hope you have a pretty even match here. I know, obviously, in the Colonial Conference, you've got the Paulsboroughs in the other division, the Haddonfields, Collingswoods, but Sterling and Audubon seem to usually battle fairly evenly.
We are starting at 220 with Josh Garcia versus Jake Jordan. Looks.
What we have heard is that one of our announcers that you guys heard on Channel 19, Jacob Clark, could be wrestling here tonight. We're not 100% sure, but let's hope he.
Did we get a waiver, John? Once he finishes his match, he can come over and join us, along with Chris. Chris is our expert here of the three. John and I will probably be
expert, but
we'll be throwing a lot of questions your way.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm Jacob Clark's replacement until the time is, but that's more of a downgrade, but we won't talk about that. And it looks like Jake Jordan is starting like very strong on top. He's got the arm. Got it behind him. He's making sure that Garcia has nowhere to go. He swung his arm over for the crossface there. I thought it was going to hurt, but luckily he didn't. And he's got the power half in. He's got the power half in. And he's rolling it through, and he's got him on his back.
He's going for the pin right now,
and that'll be a pin.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but one thing Garcia was never able to do was get up on his knees, and that would have probably avoided what it ultimately had happened.
That would have definitely avoided, but it just looked like Jake Jordan was just smothering him that entire time.
And tonight, what he was doing, to us saying that, was he was controlling the lower part of the body, Garcia, not allowing him to get up on his knees.
And Audubon's going to take a quick...
He's going to take a forfeit for 285. And we're back down to 106.
106, and we're going to see who Audubon takes out.
Looks like for 106, it'll be Sean Amon versus...
Maybe a forfeit again.
Is that a forfeit?
Sean Amon's gonna will likely play the 113. So that's automatically 2 forfeits for Sterling.
That is not a good start if you're Sterling. That's 12
points already that they're now behind.
Not even, that's 18 points.
Oh, 18 points, my bad, yeah. They are gonna play Sean Amon, and I don't think...
Looks like
it's going to be another forfeit.
That's going to be another forfeit.
You're going to hit in the 120 now class.
Looks like for 120, we're going to have Casimir Ejanre versus Joe. Sorry, folks, the handwriting on there is...
Joe Monteferrante. I know that is his name.
Fancy.
I would never get that name, but I know he had a brother who wrestled, and Mr. K and I did some matches over there. I would never get that name right had I not known that.
It's a very fancy name.
And again, a genre, a soccer player for Sterling, a senior, not to mention. Unlucky for the senior soccer team to get their playoffs all from a start. Genre with a great...
Genre, he just held his leg, and eventually Joe just made a mistake and he let himself fall.
Genre doing quite well, trying to get control of the wrists right here.
He's got control of the legs. He's got control of one of the wrists. He's keeping pressure on him. But it looks like Joe is slowly starting to get away.
He's just crawling for the...
That crawl is all arms. That's all arm power there. There is no help with his legs with that one, which is impressive.
Very impressive. Not to mention you got to carry your own body weight. Not to mention someone else's body weight.
He's got his head there, and it looks like he's trying to roll him through it, and he rolls him through.
It's looking like a pin right here for Ajahn Ray. He's trying. Joe's trying to escape. That's a pin for Ajahn
was a pin.
What a great job from Ajahn Ray right there.
That was impressive.
Well, Chris, it looked like, obviously when you're looking at the heavyweights to the lower weights, it's a different style. But one thing Ajahn Ray did was controlled the legs.
He definitely controlled the legs, so there was not a lot of movement, so he could set up his moves better. He could set up pins better, and that was amazing by Kazmir.
Kind of like what Jordan did to Garcia in that heavier match, the bigger match. The match
he got his head, he got under the arm, he got his hands locked, and he got his leg, and there was just nowhere to go for Joe there. Now we got Jacob Clark.
All right. Channel 19's own Jacob Clark.
I didn't quite get the last name of the other wrestler. Oh wait.
Rocco Nose. Instantly for the single leg, he wasted no time. Oh, we got the double. No time wasted with that. He is straight to it, but his helmet fell. His headgear fell off.
He's gonna keep fighting though. Jacob Clark, and they're just for the helmet.
He was so explosive that he literally knocked his own headgear off. That was
impressive.
Impressive. Now it looks Jacob Clark is starting off on top. And that moved nowhere from the start. They both expected to make a move, but really nothing happened there. But it looks like Jacob Clark was trying to get a cradle in. And now he's just trying to get him back on the floor, which he does.
Great determination from Jacob Clark.
And now looks like he got called for locking hands there.
Chris, specifically, what's Jacob Clark doing that's enabled him to kind of take control in the early part of this match?
I'd probably say just like Kaz, he was trying to control the legs. He was trying to be explosive and keep him down, try to limit his movement. That's what's going well for him.
That's going to be outside the circle.
Jacob Clark jogging straight back to the middle. He's got energy. He is ready.
He's feeling this matchup. Again, we always talk about
straight to the mat there.
We always talk about later on in the matchup, both of these wrestlers start getting tired, and it can be really almost anyone's game by that point.
Yeah, if there's one thing that I've heard about wrestling is that when you're wrestling, the first period goes to the person with the better technique, the second period goes to the person in better shape, and the third period goes to the person with the bigger heart. And it looks like in this first period, Jacob Clark he's got the technique.
He's getting the technique. It's looking like it could be going into a second period, but let's see if he can prove me wrong.
Each time, whenever Rocco tries to get up, he gets up to his feet and he instantly gets swiped to the side back down to the mat. Where Jacob Clark goes back to it. He's limiting his movement there. He's trying to get his wrists. He's trying to get his arms through.
He's trying to get his foot.
That looks like he's trying to go for a power half maybe. He doesn't manage to get the power half, so now he has to reset and get himself back in position. But he does have the wrist. He has wrist control here. Looks like Rocco's managed to push up, but he was slammed straight back down on the mat by Jacob Clark.
It's gonna be
Rocco is fighting
for every inch, and Jacob Clark able to hold strong.
I'm not sure if the cameras was able to pick that up very well, but Jacob Clark's face was red. He looked like he was fighting hard there.
Here we go, just gonna be on top again.
And just like always, Rocco gets up to his feet and he gets swiped back down, and he has wrist control again. He's keep him to the mat. Looks like he almost got that half in, but Rocco managed to avoid it. Not sure about this time. Looks like he's going for the power half.
This might work for him.
He's locked his, he has hands locked there for a power half for a second there, but looks like he broke it.
Definitely looks like a match where conditioning is going to have a lot to do with who comes out on top.
Yeah, a lot of lower weight matches have a lot more speed and have a lot more intensity to them, so having high cardio and high stamina and a lot of energy is definitely one of the best things you could have, compared to a higher weight class where it's not as quick paced as a lower weight class.
It's going to be another...
Not sure what happened there. It might have been a blocking hands. Or no, it was a stalemate. Sorry, it was a stalemate. Instantly snaps the wrist, grabs it, brings him up to his feet, brings him back down.
We have yet to see Rocco really get up and...
Rocco seems to have the strength to get himself back up to his feet, but he doesn't have it. Doesn't look like he has it figured out yet to be able to get up fully. One of the best things he wants to do is he wants to try to get his hands away. When he stands up, he doesn't want to keep his hands to the side. He wants to try to bring them up and out so his opponent can't grab them. So then they can't get wrist control when he's trying to get up. That's probably one of the best things to do. But it looks like whenever he tries to get up, he keeps his hands to his side. Looks like Jacob Clark has the half. He's walking it. He's walking around, but he can't seem to get it.
He can just get the foot. And he's breaking free.
It looks like he's trying to turn onto his side to keep him from turning over, and it looks like this will be the second period.
So we're going to see right now who has the most heart in this one. Who wants it more? Right now, I can tell from both of them want it the most.
Both of them want it. And it looks like Rocco's starting off on top this time. Looks like Jacob Clark instantly tried to go for a reversal. It didn't work out. Oh, but he does get back up, though. Now it's neutral. Instantly goes for the double leg, and he gets it. That was impressive. From being on bottom to switching it up straight to neutral, instantly to a double leg to getting another two. That was impressive movement.
Rocco was not
straight
ready
for the double leg. He turns it around, lifts him up, and brings it down.
Rocco was not ready for that.
Jacob Clark is starting to slow down the pace a little bit. Nope, no, he is not. No, he is not.
He's going for the feet again.
He's going for the double leg again.
Let's not forget, Jacob Clark is a freshman.
From a double leg straight to a half, and he's got him.
It's almost, he's going to get 3 points, though.
If he can just get that right shoulder down, that'll be it.
It might.
It hasn't gone down yet. I think he has it, though. He almost has it.
Just a few more.
The incredible will inside of Rocco to keep himself from getting both of his shoulders down. He does not want to give up. But he cannot hold it.
Jacob Clark, the freshman, getting his first pin.
That was impressive on both halves.
Making Channel 19 proud. Boy, what a job by Jacob Clark. That was impressive. Didn't wrestle like a freshman, wrestled like somebody with a lot more experience.
Yeah.
Next up, we have 132. First, just watch how he managed. It started off a little rough with the pin, but he managed to push it through and get the pin.
What did he do? It looked like he readjusted himself. What did he do to get the pin?
He was trying to get his legs out and try to. The first thing you want to do is you want to get chest to chest and your knees off the ground.
Okay.
And right now we are at 132 with Kevin Stubbs versus Devon Stinger.
Me and Schultz have seen Kevin Stubbs. They play for wrestling for a while.
He's wrestled since his freshman year, and he's, I believe, a junior right now, correct? you guys.
Yeah, junior.
Pretty sure he's a junior.
Yep, junior.
Straight for the single leg.
He's going for the double leg now.
Now he's got both legs, and he tries to dump him with a fireman's carry, but it looked like it didn't work out too well, so now they're back up to neutral. They're jockeying for position. They break it up.
Not to mention these two teams now back even after the Jacob Clark's pin.
Now it looks like they're trying to get wrist control here while standing up, and they both down to the knees, trying to get control of the arm. The Audubon coach yelling for them to circle. He fakes a shot. Now they move it back to the middle. Oh, he does not fake that shot though with a double leg. Doesn't seem to fully get the double leg, but he hip tosses him into a pin.
Could be a pin right here, and
he needs to get himself chest to chest. He does not have himself chest to chest. Sure, he has him in, but he's not gotten chest to chest with him yet for a pin. If he can just bring him down, but that is a pin. He managed to find a way to adjust for the pin.
Back-to-back pins right here. Kevin Stokes and Jacob Clark, and you see
it didn't look like his single leg worked well, but he hip tossed him. He tripped the leg and he pinned him.
Well, he was just in total control of the upper part of the body.
And you mentioned the fake shots, and then you went for the real shot.
Next up we have, back to this. Yeah, as you can see, he hip tosses him. He gets the leg to trip him. And next up we have at 138, we have the Sterling's team captain John Toomey against Kurt Philman. Looks like there might have been a little bit of blood, but they cleaned it up really quick.
Here we go. We've seen the JV match, Rob Toomey play, able to get his win at JV.
Hey, Johnny, let's go.
Oh, he goes for the single leg, but he gets around him and just pushes on his stomach.
Kurt Pelman.
He's got him down.
John Toomey of senior also.
Toomey is an amazing wrestler. From last year when I watched him, he was amazing. And right now he's the team captain. It looks like he's got the spladle. It looks like he's trying to lock in a spladle there. Looks like Kurt managed to avoid the spladle. He shoots straight under him and then gets the leg and just trips him onto his stomach. Amazing maneuver.
Talked to John the other day. He's looking to wrestle at Camden County. They got a Knight Schneider wrestled there for a couple years from Sterling.
Yeah, that's going to be a point.
Straight back up to the feet. Looks like now we're on neutral grounds, 2-1.
Going low. Toomey fakes him, but he can trying to take him a shot.
Now they're locking up, jockeying for position here. He goes for a shot. He doesn't manage to get the shot. Kurt goes for a shot himself, but it looks like John managed to sprawl. Now he's just trying to figure things out here. Where to go from here? Now they're both, it looks like this might go to this could possibly go to a stalemate because it doesn't look like they're managing to get anywhere with this.
Well, let's see, yeah, they're going to call a stalemate.
That's a stalemate right there. That was impressive on both ends. That was a great shot by Kurt, and that was a great shot by Toomey. Toomey tried to go straight in for the shot, but was caught and managed to back out of it. He snaps him to the side to get him off his balance. He goes for the single leg, but he goes straight out of bounds before he could finish off that takedown.
Again, just about 6 seconds. I don't think they'll do anything too much, not too many points. And we're gonna go in.
Looks like Kurt was constantly pushed against Toomey's face to try to keep some distance, try to line himself up better, but looks like he doesn't need to now because he's on top at the start of the second period. He's straight out of it, and he reverses it. Kurt has the leg.
Got the 2 points.
Trying to reverse it. Looks like Toomey's trying to go for some sort of a spladle, but luckily Kurt manages to lay himself flat and get out of it. Toomey's trying to get his legs locked here. Doesn't now. He's got Toomey's leg. He's trying to finish off that single leg, but Toomey's keeping pressure on the head. He's keeping him down. Toomey has Kurt's leg, and I'm not sure he's going to breaks out from it, and that's a stalemate. Amazing reversal. He instantly twists over, and he gets him down, grabs the wrist, and gets control.
Both of these wrestlers, really great showing from both of them, and honestly, it really does show that this really is becoming a stalemate just because they're so evenly matched. These points are really well earned.
It's evenly matched, but it's one of those matches seem like Toomey is in control. He's just has control, and obviously it's indicated by the score, but a good battle all the same.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It looked like Toomey just got into the rhythm. He got into it, and now he's just got him.
You know, as soon as I say these things, it just goes the complete opposite way.
Looks like Kurt was trying to get up, but it looked like Toomey let him get up, metaphorically, and he just let him fall to his back. Try to take advantage of it. Looks like Kurt's getting up to his feet, and he's lifted and slammed back down to the mat. Toomey looked like he was trying to go. He looks like he was trying to go for a cradle there. He has the hand around his shoulder and leg. Looks like he might be trying to bring him in. He does have his leg locked, so there's a chance for a spladle here. And that'll be the second period.
Comes into the third period again. And let's see, it's on top, and Toomey's going to be on top.
Allergy season, am I right?
Yeah. Well, it is soon becoming spring, and again, we did lose that hour. Wish we could grab that back.
And to think that wrestling would be happening this late into the school year because of COVID.
Again, what a great job for everyone to get this wrestling season started. Of course, we still have boys and girls volleyball, and then of course the regular spring season. More to come.
Yeah, they both were jockeying for position there. It looked like Toomey there had a grip around his head the whole time and was just trying to find a way to get around to behind him to get him down. Now he's just trying to get wrist control on him, try to roll them back, try to keep him from getting in front of him. Kurt gets up to his knees, trying to get up. Toomey went for wrist control, but Kurt managed to break it, and he locked his fingers for a cradle, but it didn't work. And he gets brought back down to the mat. It looked like Kurt for a second there had some sort of control trying to get back up, but Toomey quickly got rid of that by kind of pushing his knee forward back to the mat. He's getting back to his feet again, and he looks like he might break it.
Nope, he won't.
Nope.
Not yet.
He didn't get taken down yet, and now he gets taken down. This does not look like a good situation for Kurt here.
Yeah, no. Almost looked like about to be the same move that happened in the JV position, but Toomey, either way, still gets the win. Doesn't get the pin, though, so it won't get the full 6 points.
It looked like at the end there he was just trying to quickly rushed that cradle in, but he just couldn't get it in time.
Now wrestling 145.
And now for 145, we have
Mike Campanella and Taylor
Donnelly. Taylor Donnelly. Mike, a sophomore.
For Audubon, Donnelly. For Sterling, Campanella.
And straight off
instantly for the single leg. He's got him down for the 2.
Taylor.
That was very explosive and very aggressive. Taylor did not look like he was playing games there. He's instantly got the wrist. He's almost got him on the back.
Looked for a second that he could have gotten a pin, but Mike was able to get out of it.
Looks like he has control of his left. Taylor has control of his left arm, and he's just trying to get control of the right arm. Or he's just trying to go for it. It looks like he's trying to walk around to get him on his back, but it didn't seem to be working. So now he's trying to look. Oh, now he gets the wrist, but he decides to change it to something else. All right, now he's just trying to keep the pressure, try to get him down, try to get him to stop moving so he can get his moves in. Both up to their knees, trying to break the wrist. Now it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Right out of the gate, just instancing. He picked that ankle and he brought him straight down to the mat. Instant 2. That was very quick. And it looks like Taylor is going to be starting on top here.
52 seconds left in this first period. Mike trying to get out, but unable to get up. Taylor holding on to him, keeping them down.
He grabbed his leg and drove him forward, so he would try to kind of get him off his balance and get him back down on the mat. Looks like Taylor has a half in, but it looked like Campanella was able to defend against it.
Mike Campanella in only his second year of wrestling, just started last year, so it's good to see him wrestling a varsity match here.
Yeah, seeing him being able to wrestle varsity, I'd assume for the first time.
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
And he's got the cradle. And that cradle looks locked just about. But it looks like he's managing to avoid getting both.
Just saved by the bell.
That was very impressive because as soon as he got the cradle in, Mike, his first instinct was to try to back bridge. And as a result of doing that, he managed to get both of, not one shoulder, but both of his shoulders off the mat, even when he was in the cradle. He managed to power through the cradle, even though he was still holding it, to get his shoulders off the mat. Now, Campanella starting on top. Looks like he was trying to go for, looked like there was a locked grip there, and it's going to be a reversal. He's already got the half in. Mike breaks the half, but Taylor instantly grabs the wrist, and he almost rolled him onto his back, but they went out of bounds. That was very lucky.
Sterling also has won the last 4 times they have played against each other, so against Audubon. Winning 41-28, 41-30, 41-19, and 42-23.
He's already got the half in there. And he has both the shoulders down. That was very explosive there. He didn't just grab one leg and drive him forward. He picked him up with both legs like a wheelbarrow and just drove him forward. Then instantly with the half and rolled him onto his back and pinned him. That was, if there was a definition of an explosive, that was it.
Definitely somebody who has a little bit of experience coming in here.
Chris Salto on the 152, and here Audubon's real quick.
I know Chris Salto. Chris Salto is very explosive himself. He's very quick with his moves. He has a lot of energy in him. He's very quick. He's very strong. And then for Audubon, we have...
We don't know. We actually don't. But Salto right now.
Both of them jockeying for position. It looked like Salto tried to go for a shot, but he was stopped. They're about to push. They're about to go out of bounds, and it looks like they do.
It's going to be Chris Salto against Tom Basilio. We're going to have Schulz now just confirm it to us now.
Both of them. Oh, and he goes for a single leg there.
Tom Batillo. Okay, circle that.
Batillo.
It looked like he went for a dump there. He got him in the. He drops. Salto drops down. He gets both. He gets his leg in a fireman's carry and tries to dump him there. Sadly, he dumped him out of bounds. And now they're back jockeying for position. Tom went for a single leg. It didn't work. Salto went for a single leg. Sprawl. Now he's trying to circle around, try to get behind him, but Salto is just moving around with him. Oh, but he doesn't manage to get the two. He circles around out of bounds again.
Batillo just unable to get out of there.
Anytime Batillo tries to get behind him for a two, he just meets the bounds. Yeah, it looks like every time they just keep going towards the edge. Salto goes for a single leg, and he almost got it, but he couldn't. So they're back to neutral. Now they're trying to keep it in the middle this time around by the looks of it. Salto snaps him down, but recovers, and that's the end of the first period.
And a good matchup right there between so far in this first period.
Yeah, there were some great shots there, but sadly, anytime a shot was made, they were instantly met with the bounds, and they went straight out of bounds.
Good back and forth battle. But I believe Chris Salto, I believe, is a 4-year varsity wrestler. Pretty sure he came in, hit the ground running, and obviously a kid coming in with some experience.
Our next match, Saturday, March 20th, 11 a.m. versus Deptford. I believe that's also wrestling. It also is wrestling. I don't know when our first volleyball match is, but I'm pretty sure that could be soon. But I just got word in another week.
An interesting thing with wrestling this year is some of the matches are going to be outdoors. And there's at least one, I believe, at Gateway. We will be at Clayton for a match.
One of the broadcasts for Clayton will be outside. And he still powers straight through to get the two, and he's got a power half in. But Chris Salto manages to break the power half.
Batillo doing a great job so far, able to get that two, of course.
Now it looks like Batillo is just trying to get something in, but Salto is managing to keep himself from being sprawled out. He's keeping himself from getting the half in. He almost got up there, but he was brought back down. It looks... He was trying to turn him over, but it looked like he was trying to... I'm not sure what he tried to do there, but he gets the double leg there. He holds him. He doesn't break his grip, and he just rushes forward and gets him. Bastillo starting on top here with 49 seconds in the second period. Salto was trying to get himself up. Well, he was able to get his feet up. He was able to get to his feet. All of the weight was put onto his upper body, keeping him from being able to stand up fully. Pushing his head down, trying to keep him low to the mat. Salto just keeps coming back. And he breaks the hold just as they go out of bounds, keeping Bastillo on top. And Salto straight back up to his feet. Can he break the hold?
No, he can't.
No, he can't. He's brought back down to the mat. He's pushing his head down. It looks like he might be going for a power half, but they ran out of time there.
I think he's just keeping him down just for the period.
Now it looks like Bastillo is going to be the one being on bottom. Salto is going to be the one on top. You change of pace here. Explosive display from Bastillo.
I don't think
And
so.
we're back to neutral. Looked like Salto's headgear just...
Got in front of him. He took it.
Yeah, it looked like there was a little bit of a malfunction with his headgear there. Back to it. Salto fakes a shot, gets back up to his feet. Jockeying for position again. And trying to get their arms inside, trying to get somewhere in this. Looks like they're circling to the outside again. They're circling towards the bounds. He gets a single leg in. He's got it. And looks like Bastillo tried to take it. He intentionally went out of bounds to get a reset on that. As you can see, he snaps in, he gets the ankle, he picks it up, and he tries to drag him back in, but Bastillo does the smart play and brings himself out.
Bastillo just holding on greatly. Just holding on to a slim lead.
With 58 seconds left in the third period, Salto's got to do something here.
Cement mixer.
And again, just before either of them can really make that move, they go out of bounds. Those bounds have not been too friendly for these two. They need like a college-sized wrestling mat here, because this has been a great match so far. Looks like pacing's slowing down a bit. Jockeying for position.
Salto's got to get something. He's got to get at least 2 points. He's got to make a move here. Just trying to do.
They're meeting the bounds again by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be smart to do. Is just go out of bounds.
And the bounds again.
23 seconds left in this third period. Salto just needs these 2 points to keep this into a tie game.
Looks like Bastillo's going to be the one trying to slow down the match here. But Salto manages to find a way to take a shot. The shot doesn't work. He gets back up to his feet and resets.
He's going to go for another shot.
He's going to go for a second shot.
He's got to get something.
But Bastillo manages to reverse it, and he wins. That was impressive on both halves. To take it that full length, that was great.
Especially, guys, when you consider these guys had only started their workouts, what, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you have match. So that's what keeps coming to mind to me when we get to these matches that go the full length. It's the conditioning aspect of it.
For 160, we have David Barber against Aiden McGuckin.
Aiden McGuckin.
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 David Barber, also a football player, linebacker, running back.
You see a lot of these football players usually get into wrestling. Again, you see Jeremiah Davis, Eric Shipley. And again, we're back to a tie game right here for both of these teams. Sterling on 27, same with Audubon with 27. So these next final rounds right here are going to mean a lot to Sterling or to Audubon if you're watching on YouTube. Again,
This has been a pretty even so far. Both of them have had their shots. Both of them have tried to jockey for position. Both of them have tried to get inside. David Barber, he goes straight in and powers through. McGuckin was trying to keep himself from getting the takedown, but David Barber, he just uses sheer force to just slam him. Now they're back up to a neutral position. Not a lot of foot movements being used here, but doesn't look like, oh, and almost went for a almost got a cement mixer in there from Barber, but looks like McGuckin managed to get out of it. McGuckin goes for a shot. David Barber managed to scout it. McGuckin goes for a shot. He gets one of the legs. He's trying to push through. He's trying to push through for a single leg. David Barber, he snaps his head down, snaps him down again, and before you get the two, he goes out of bounds.
Well, that's a real good job of David Barber reacting to a shot on him.
does it well, and he said, I can do the same thing, but 10 times better.
And McGuckin tripped there. He tried to do something, but it looked like he just tripped and allowed Barber to get the two.
Barber really trying to make McGuckin pay for that mistake, and you see right
he trips.
You go back, if we could go back and see the replay again, you just look at the replay. Hopefully get to see another angle of the replay.
David Barber looks real quick in this match, either whether he's reacting to a shot on him
You see
or
right here
when he shoots.
It looked like he was trying to move. He was trying to get an angle on Barber, but he just ended up tripping himself. And David Barber, with sheer power and explosiveness, he just shoots up out of it. But he drags McGuckin out of bounds as a result.
I'm just saying this. I think football has also taught them how to break away from a tackle.
Well, both the sports definitely carry over well to each other. I always think the leverage you get in wrestling helps you for football. And like you said, it's vice versa, back and forth.
Each one just helps each other a lot, and right now McGuckin just holding on to David Barber.
They go out of bounds again. Looks like McGuckin staying on top here.
Yeah, Barber. Yeah.
David Barber instantly up to his feet, trying to break the hold. He's trying to break the hold. He almost broke the hold. He's got the crossface in. He's sprawling. He's got the crossface, and he shoves him straight out of bounds.
Barber with pure strength. He can really hear the crowd getting into this.
Oh, and back up to neutral.
So there's the point right there. Another point for Barber right there. So
McGuckin fakes a shot, comes back up. Didn't look like Barber was fazed by it. Both of them trying to figure one another out, try to think about what to do next.
Barber doesn't look as tired as McGuckin does. As soon as I say that, McGuckin goes there for a shot. But Barber quickly back up, trying to reach for his foot.
He's got the leg and the head, and he gets him. He slams him on his back for a pin. Can he get the pin? Barber is using every bit of power in him to push him onto his back.
Looking,
That'll be a pin.
Barber.
David Barber with the war cry after the pin. Amazing. He powers him onto his back and hops up for a war cry. That was amazing.
And we've seen David Barber wrestle over the last few years. Always had the strength, but it looks like he's even combining even more quickness to go along with that strength. To me, that's what really stood out in that match.
Strength and speed may be two opposite things, but when you can balance them, it's scary.
And last few rounds here, I'm going to take a look at this Barber pin and see Eric Shipley.
That was a big win because now we break. That was a big win there because with that we break the tie and go up 6.
I mean, Frank Mazeski?
Frank
Mazeski, and we got 2 more. No, sorry, 3 more to go.
It looked like there Shipley just grabbed the ankle and in Mazeski's attempts to try to back up, he tripped himself, but they dragged each other out of bounds. Eric trying to circle, try to get an angle on him. They're jockeying for a position here, and he gets that. He picks the ankle, and he's got him. Now he's just trying to power through. It looks like he might be going for a cement mixer there. He's got the arm, and oh, and a blast double. It looked like Mazeski here was trying to go for a cement mixer, but he gets the double leg and just blasts him. But it looked like that did not count, and it's back to neutral.
It did not count, so
both of them back to jockeying for position here, trying to figure one another out.
John, you talked about the football to wrestling crossover. Last 4 wrestlers here are football players.
Footballers, yeah. Shipley a little bit in trouble, finds a way out.
Shipley hits the back door, and now he's got the leg. He's trying to push it through for a 2.
There you go. There's his 2 points that you wanted to see from that big hit coming out straight out from that first period.
That reminded me of the Sterling versus Overbrook match last year when Dylan Jess hit an amazing blast double on his opponent.
Not to mention also another footballer.
Yeah,
he said right there.
What was that terminology you just had, Chris? Called it
a blast double?
And what exactly is that?
It's basically a double leg takedown, but instead of trying to grab the legs, you just get your hand around their legs and you press forward, you pull your legs back, get them off their balance, and you just go through them.
Got it.
So in a way, it's kind of like
a football tackle.
Like a football tackle? Okay.
There we go.
The more you know.
Perfect timing as John and I were talking about the football to wrestling crossover.
Yeah. Shipley's going to be now on top, goes for his foot. Able to keep him down. Great job.
Mazeski here, he had a lock on the leg keeping him from getting behind him, and he does again. Looks like Shipley might be trying to go, he's trying to get the ankle out. I think he might be trying to go for an inside cradle possibly. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to go for the inside cradle. He's got the leg. He's locked up one of his legs, and now he's got the wrist. He's pulling the wrist behind him. Looks like he's trying to go for a pike next, but no, he tricks him out for the half. Doesn't work. The wrist again. He's trying to push through. He's trying to get control. He was trying to go for a power half there. Doesn't work. Now his pace is starting to slow down. They're just trying to figure out what to do next. Eric trying to get a move in, trying to get some type of maneuver in to pin him. And
this might be called a stalemate maybe, but no, it won't.
It looks like there is enough movement for there to be, to avoid a stalemate here. Plus with Shipley on top, I don't think there's a need for a stalemate.
Yeah.
Now it just looks like that Mogzeski is just trying. He's just trying to ride out this period to get ready for to do something in the third period.
Again, just 2 points
Got a
separating them both.
cross face in. It looks like he's trying to go for an inside cradle again. And he almost does get some sort of an inside cradle there, but it looks like that'll be it for the second period. This has been an amazing match so far.
And again, this is the third period. Again, just 2 matches. I mean, 3 matches. Well, including this one, it would be considered 3. But after this one, just 2 to go. And that's going to be counted out of bounds. One still left to go is the 182 and the 195. Those are the last 2 matchups that we have yet to see.
It looked like there he instantly, Shipley instantly tried to go for some type of a takedown, but it ended up in a scramble that went out of bounds. Shipley going for a single leg, doesn't work, and he gets, it looks like there was a 2 there.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Looks like there was locking wrists. Looks like he locked his wrist there.
So Shipley will get a point for that. So
putting Shipley back in the lead.
Really flying all over the place, much like you'd see at the lower weights, but these are bigger guys at 170.
He made sure to use his power to
big takedown. Shipley trying, really just needs to survive the time.
He has 1 minute and 15 to go in this period. He has to get himself back up to his feet or survive, but knowing Shipley, I think he's gonna find a way back up to his feet.
I bet this minute will feel like an eternity for him.
It always feels like an eternity at these times.
Oh, this might be a pin right here.
This might be a pin, but it looks like Shipley is staying strong.
And still holding on to the 3.
And he gets back onto his stomach.
Right now, it's...
Mazewski looks like he gets the lead from that.
We're going to get a bleeder. It's...
He looked like he was trying to go for some sort of a power half there, but he doesn't get around his head, so he just...
Yeah, it doesn't get it.
He just gets an arm around his wrist and pulls him onto his back.
Nice little breather for both wrestlers here.
Yep, 42 seconds left. 2 points behind to Shipley. Getting a little bit some advice from his coach.
Coach McDonald?
Coach McDonald, yeah.
Coach O'Donnell.
Coach O'Donnell? I thought it was
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. And check out the replay here.
He just gets the arm around his shoulder. He gets both of his arms around his shoulder and just yanks him backwards onto his back. He almost got it, but luckily Shipley managed to make his way to his stomach. Not sure why there was a stoppage there. Maybe some
blood.
sort of blood?
Yeah, it was blood. His Mikowski, his lip was bleeding. And you can check us right here on YouTube. Always see the highlights, what's going around Sterling. You can check us at youtube.com/SterlingTV19. And of course, watch us live as we do basketball. And you're going to see a lot of our spring sports now coming out. Of course, baseball, softball, lacrosse, and volleyball and wrestling, which usually is in the winter, of course.
And you're going to get a crossover, which is really incredible because you almost have, like, I think a few hundred athletes going here at Sterling at the same time. But that's just the uniqueness of what the COVID-19 has brought to the table. But it's just great to see all these kids being out here to play, compete.
Shipley trying to break free. Kenny unable to. He's able to.
And a third time's up to his feet, and he just drives him.
He does get the point, though.
He refused to go down there.
So it's going to go into neutral. 26 seconds.
26 seconds to go. Shipley has to make some type of move here. He went for a shot, but he missed the shot, and that costed him 2 points.
I don't think they're going to give McKinley the 2 points. They didn't give McKinley the 2 points, so it's still anyone's game right here. Shipley fighting for every inch. Just unable to.
And that'll be it. Impressive display of power by both of them, but looks like Mazewski is going to come out with the win here.
Tough loss there for Shipley, but boy, he really battled.
Gave it his all. And we're heading into the 182. McPherson.
Shakur McPherson.
And wait, maybe not. Wait.
It looks like it's Shakur McPherson for Sterling.
And we don't know who the Audubon is yet. McPherson, though.
Looks like they're both jockeying for position, but decide to break it and go. Oh, but an instant blast double there. That was a very quick blast double by McPherson.
McPherson won't get the 2 though, but see some energy into this matchup right here. Of course, you don't see gets a lot slower as of course you go down the weight class.
McPherson has a lot of power in him, so blast doubles, I wouldn't be surprised if we see another blast double here. Both of them taking it slow, trying to line up shots, and looks like a double like takedown.
McPherson will get a 2.
He's got the arm, he brings him down to the mat.
And Schulz will confirm who our other opponent is.
He's trying to go for a cradle.
Brandon Hoff.
Braden Hoff. Okay.
It looks like McPherson's trying to go for cradles here, but he gets the half in though. And he gets reversed for a 2. Now Tough, who's on top, trying to get some sort of pin. McPherson looks like he's staying calm, trying to figure out what to do, and straight to his feet. My gosh. No assist needed to get up to his feet there. That was impressive. And straight to his feet again. He looks so calm when he gets back up to his feet. That double there. He instantly gets the leg. He puts his head against his side to try to put some force against him, and he takes him straight down for a 2. McPherson looks so calm when he gets up to his feet. Oh my God.
That might be
Looks like McPherson was pretty worried there. He grabbed the leg and he tried to do something, but he ended up just picking up and slamming him. A little bit too hard there, but
lost a lot of wind, got the wind knocked out of him, Hoff.
He lifts the leg here and he goes for a takedown, but it looked like he didn't expect to have his arm too, Hoff's arm too, so when he did, everything just went toppling on top of Hoff.
McPherson's an outstanding athlete. He really, an incredible combination of strength and quickness. And we saw it. He came in and wrestled his freshman year, went against the kid from, look at that, wow, from Haddon Township. The kid coming in was, I believe, a junior or senior, had a pretty good record. And I believe he pinned the kid.
I think he did.
It was really impressive. This was a couple of years ago. He was younger, but he has really been impressive out here. Obviously tonight and over the last couple of years.
Surely got the wind knocked out of him. Again, not really expecting it, but I think they'll give the points to Hoff.
That looked very painful. That was...
Yeah.
the moment after he slams him, McPherson lets go and checks on him to see if he was okay. That was not only the skill out of McPherson, but the sportsmanship out of him too, to make sure that he was okay.
Yeah, it's always good to check your fellow competitor out, just to make sure he's all right.
Starting off on top. McPherson trying to figure out a way out. He can't seem to he gets up to his feet, he gets brought back down, and McPherson with the reversal. And that'll be it for the first period. What an eventful first period there.
And I think you saw the quickness on display here in getting the reversal.
He turns his hips, he runs around, and he gets the 2.
That's just a case of just knowing how to react when a move is made on you and countering.
McPherson tried to get back up to his feet, but Hoff decided to grab his leg that time. Smart maneuver. Try to keep him from getting up to his feet quickly. Now he's trying to get the shoulder, but McPherson's working his way up to his feet. He gets up to his feet. And he looks like he's got the leg again. He's trying to take him down. Trying to go for a head slam and some type of German suplex there onto his back. It looks like he almost has the pin.
And fighting is Hoff right now.
And
it's looking like McPherson.
He almost has the pin, but
he
Hoff
doesn't.
gets out of it onto his stomach. Hoff looks tired.
Hoff does
based
look
off
tired.
like the way he looked at that ref there. But it doesn't look like he's done yet. Hoff trying to make his way back up to his feet, but he's brought back down by McPherson.
Still a lot of match left with being in the second period, a little under a minute left.
McPherson tried to go for a cradle there, but Hoff quickly scattered out and avoided it. Making his way up to his knees, trying to slowly get himself back up to his feet.
Right now, Hoff's job is really not to get pinned here and hope his teammate pins the next one and head into a tie. Right now, Hoff just...
Interesting maneuver by both of them. Try to go for the pin and to avoid the pin there. Looks like pace is starting to slow down now that we're closing in towards the third quarter. McPherson that'll be it for the second period.
Hoff's actually holding his chest.
That suplex was...
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh.
He's hurt.
Looks like Hoff is definitely hurt.
Yeah.
He came down hard, you know that.
He did. He's holding in his chest area. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, we were seeing some throws and slams from McPherson that you'd only normally see in Olympic-style wrestling, Greco-Roman, but this definitely is an Olympic-style wrestling, so those were definitely dangerous. But again, the sportsmanship out of McPherson to not try to capitalize on top of that, even though he knew he was hurt. Now it looks like Hoff is just trying to catch his breath here.
Both wrestlers, really after that, look really tired. Both trying to catch their breaths
and they're both just trying to recover for the third period.
And I'm John Hallwood. This is right now, right next to me is Kevin Schulz and Christopher Burdash right here, bringing you some action right here on Channel 19, giving you coverage of varsity wrestling here. And
we have one match to go after this one. You're going to have Jeremiah Davis. 2 minutes left. Obviously, this is the last period you're going to roll into. McPherson up 9-3.
Now 9-4 because McPherson decided to go neutral, let him up to his feet. And now they're on even ground here, trying to jockey for position. Pace has definitely slowed down from the first period here.
With the way McPherson's been throwing around Hoff, at any point he's capable of getting that pin. And obviously that was secure.
Straight in, but McPherson managed to scout it and sprawl. Now he has the leg. He's looking over at his coaches to figure out what to do with the leg. They tell him to just forget it.
Forget the leg.
And instead he decides to go for a high C and turn him over. Now with McPherson back on top with 1:04 to go.
Right now, Starling with a pin would actually help them win this overall. Would help them win overall.
Yeah, but with 45 seconds to go and McPherson on top with looks like
that's going to be
looks like a stall from I think McPherson maybe.
Well, we'll see in a minute. I don't know. Yeah, stall from McPherson. Hoff gets a point now.
Looks like Hoff is just trying to survive at this point. Because in a wrestling match, if you're gonna lose, you don't want to get pinned. You want to take the 3 points instead of the 6.
And especially you don't know what the effect the injury has and what he's able to do from that point on.
Yeah, but Hoff is still fighting. He is showing amazing heart here. Even after that rough slam, getting the wind knocked out of him, he is still fighting. But it looks like with 5 seconds to go, it looks like McPherson is going to take this win.
McPherson will take the win. But overall for Sterling, they need to win their last match or at least not get pinned. Again, McPherson wins this one. Now Sterling leads this by 6, so this last matchup is the 195. Jeremiah Davis will be up for Sterling.
Okay, right now Sterling is up by 6, so the only way Audubon they can tie it with a pin.
Sam Myers. So Sam Myers with the duty to try to get a tie here and has to pin Jeremiah Davis, and this is going to be.
Yeah, in this match currently, just taking a 3 win from Myers is not acceptable here. He has to get the pin. Based off of who he's against here,
it's going to be tough.
It's going to be very tough. Jeremiah Davis with an impressive record last year. I think making it second in the conference last year in the tournament.
And what did he do in districts? Was he second in districts?
He was second in districts, okay. Yes. He was second in districts last year. And I have a feeling he's going to do big things this year. And right now, it's Myers' goal to pin him, and Davis's goal to just ride this match out.
Or even try to pin Myers.
Or pin Myers, that could work too.
Either way, a lot of things that Sterling don't want to accept is a pin.
Like Davis has some sort of a cradle, or he has the leg here.
Either way, Davis right now leading this 2-0 quite early in this match.
Yeah, he's got the cradle, he's locked it up.
It could be a pin right now. Davis might just finish this off. And
he manages to get out of the cradle, and we're back here.
That's
an instant cradle. He snaps that crossface. He did that crossface with force to get him down on that mat. Looks like Davis is back to trying to go for a cradle, but looks like a whistle was called. Blood time by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like his nose is bleeding there. I think I see some blood coming from Myers' nose.
Yeah.
Probably from that crossface, or no, before the crossface, actually.
Well, looking good for Sterling in this match with obviously Jeremiah Davis in control. Barring a miracle, doesn't look like he's going to get pinned. And boy, Sterling coming in, it looks like this could be a real nice first win of the season.
And you can check us right here on Instagram at SterlingTV19. You get to see what's happening around the castle, of course, what upcoming events, of course, and not to mention the sports that happen around here, and I believe, again, like I said, other information of what's going on around the castle, of course, Yeah,
there's going to be a lot going on, and we're going to have some overlapping of sports, and just in talking to people, I think the coaches are all, and they usually do work well together with each other, but boy, it's going to be a very active time in Sterling sports, and again, it's just great for these kids, considering everything that's going on, for them to get the opportunity to come out here and compete. And as we've seen, nothing's promised with the different cancellations we've had in the different sports. So you just cross your fingers and just take things one match and one game at a time.
Again, you see right here our next TV game, Saturday, March 20th, wrestling at 11 a.m. Sterling is going to play Deptford. Here live on Channel 19, of course. You can always, that's also that 11 a.m. is varsity time. Of course, you can always check us on Channel 19 and YouTube, of course, Sterling/TV19. You see right there, of course, Saturday, March 20th, 11 a.m. That's the varsity time against Deptford.
Chris, obviously you're wrestling expert here.
Quote-unquote expert.
Quote-unquote expert. Compared to John and I, you're an expert. What are some things that have impressed you with what Jeremiah Davis has done in this match so far?
He was not afraid to instantly take control of the match. From the very start, he played very aggressively. He pushed forward. He made sure to kind of make his dominance on the mat known from the start. And he made it known from the takedown. He made it known from the cradle. And he made it known from that crossface. And I think for the rest of this match, he's probably going to take control of this.
So, possible post-game show coming up.
Double leg. Davis almost gets pinned there, but after a scramble, they both get back up to their feet. That was scary there, and that'll be the end of the first period. Looks like Davis is trying to get up. Myers has the ankle, but Davis trying to push him through. He's up to his feet. Now he just needs to get his foot free. Gets brought back down.
Again, we were talking about, in a way, miracles here. If Myers could get Davis into a pin, and that miracle almost became reality for Myers.
That was a scary situation there for Davis there. It looked like he turned onto his back. I thought he was actually going to get pinned for a couple of seconds there, but he managed to get himself out of it and back up to his feet, which is another thing that is impressive about Davis. No matter what situation he's in, he somehow manages to get himself up to his feet. Even if he's brought back down a couple of seconds later, he's able to get himself out of such sticky situations.
Again, we were saying that, like, how far it, like, again, just to mention saying it'd be a miracle for him. I don't think this is too far away from a miracle. I think this could be close to reality here, if Myers can do it right.
Myers went for a shot, but looks like Davis sprawled. Now he has the head.
Again, Davis
he also has the arm too.
Davis just a junior. And
looks like Davis has the arm. He could be going for a possible hip toss here. It's like what he did last year, but Myers went for a cement mixer and it backfired.
I was about to say, I'm kind of more interested in what Myers was going to try and do.
Looks like Myers went for a cement mixer, but it didn't work. He's got the head, he's got the ankle if he could roll it forward, but
just
if he just can roll it forward, he can pin him.
Again, this is kind of almost where that football technique about just pushing that, like the tackle, your person that you're against forward.
And using your leverage.
Leverage, yeah.
Now it looks like he could be going for an inside cradle here. It looks like he switched to an inside cradle, but he just can't push it through.
We could be seeing it.
That'll be the end of the second period.
Right now, Davis with that 8 points and Myers just with 1. Myers, again, needs to get a pin to keep his team into a draw, and they're going to give away up a point, I think. No, they're just going to...
Looks like there's going to be a small timeout here, by the looks of it.
Just probably also have to check his nose and all. See everything's all right and all.
This match has been pretty exciting. There's been a lot of points where it looks like Myers almost actually gets him with something.
And you can order a DVD of your favorite event, $20 per event, and also $3 for mailing. Please include the name of the event, and you see right there some ways that you can contact us, tv19@sterling.nj.us.
Well, this looks like a match. Chris, you nailed it when you said that Jeremiah Davis came out and was aggressive, tried to set the tempo, but probably expended a lot of energy in that first period. And this is a little bit of a break for him here to get an extended break, and possibly looks like he's going to get the win, but could get a pin.
Yeah, usually when you start off very aggressively, very high tempo, usually people mostly only do that because they can go the full mile at full power, or because they're looking to go for a pin as quick as possible.
Right. And he almost had him.
He did almost have him on multiple occasions, and Myers almost had David on some occasions too.
Yeah.
Myers just trying to get up or do a reversal, but Davis just holding strong, able to hold her onto his head. Keep pulling him down too.
Looks like he's trying to roll him forward because he has the ankle and he has the head. Now it looks like he was trying to go for a half there, but Myers breaks the half. Makes his way back to his feet. It looks like the tissue that he had up the nose, looks like it came out. Yep. And there's more blood on the floor.
You can follow us on at Sterling TV19. Follow us on Twitter. And again, see what's happening around the castle, what's going on for sports. And again, we're going to have a lot of sports coverage for the spring, of course. You got wrestling, you got volleyball, and you take another look here and you just see, there's a couple drops right there. Davis got some on him, and you can see right there cleaning some of it up, and ref will clean up the mat. But again, we talk about this, and it's just a great job to have sports back, and we didn't think at one point that we were going to have, like you said, inside sports. We were able to have the outside sports, but extremely wrestling. That's one that we really didn't think that would actually come back this year.
That's a good point, John. You couple the fact that you're indoors, and obviously there's no closer contact sport than what you have here, but kudos to everybody involved for getting this up and running and making it safe. And we've seen Mr. Clank out there. Boy, he's had you talk about some people who've really been extended and have a lot put on their plate. Just done a stellar job for the school this year.
It looked like Myers was trying to be very quick and explosive there, but Davis, keeping his cool, he just quickly snaps him up.
It could be a pin.
And that almost turned into a pin there, and a reversal for the 2. It looked like Davis was trying to go for a pin there. He brought him onto his back, but it looked like he just pushed a little bit too far forward, and he got reversed for that.
No,
It looks like there's another reversal.
Almost like it's like Uno reverse cards back to each other.
But all he needs is 2 more. It looks like, I think, only two to 3 more points for him to get a tech. If he can get this pin, get 3 points, he can either end this match with a pinfall or a tech.
Both wrestlers are absolutely gassed right now. I think they both gave it their best shot. You could see they are out of gas, and that goes back to the fact that they just started like last week, and I'm sure they're both getting better condition as things move forward.
Yeah, they started training March 1st, and with only around 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And that's going to do it right in the third period. Davis able to keep the first win for Sterling. Sterling's going to win this 39-30. Again, that's going to be their 5th win in a row. And good job for Davis getting the first points. We'll be right back for the post game right after this break.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
With the COVID pandemic still going on, limiting the attendance of the people in the bleachers we sit in, we need a way to help bring the sports to them. This is where we come in. Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
Welcome back to an exciting match by Sterling, coming away with the win, getting behind early and a couple forfeits, but really finishing strong. And right in the middle of this match was Kevin Stubbs putting the two arms up right there. Kev, we'll get to your match in particular, but talk about the whole challenge of everything going on, really not having a lot of time from your first match till now. What's been some of the biggest challenges for you this year?
I think for me, the biggest challenges was getting back into like being fit and everything, because with last year being canceled, like with the spring sports being canceled, since then I was just inside, doing nothing. Everything was shut down, so I couldn't really work out or anything. So coming back into it with like no time at all to get ready was kind of hard. So like, yeah.
Now, how did you feel out there? And we talked about this throughout the different matches from a conditioning standpoint. Was there a point in the match where you felt tired and maybe got your second wind?
Yeah, right as I took like my third shot on the kid, I was dead tired. That's when he was grabbing me and I wasn't moving for a little bit because I had to catch some breath. But then after that, it was over.
And you came away with the pin. Walk us through how you ultimately executed the pin.
Oh, so I took a double leg on him and I tried driving him straight through, but he overpowered me because he was stronger than me. So he flicked my arm above his back. Once I caught his arm, I just hip tossed him right under and it was lights out after that, bro.
And obviously, you guys, one thing that I took from that is that you said he's stronger than you.
Yeah.
And your guy's been with the program for a little bit. Did your experience really help you out in knowing how to counter?
Yeah, the experience is the only reason I won the match, definitely.
Well, great job, Kev.
Thank you.
Hey, nice start for you and the team, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Thanks, pal. Okay. And we have, excuse me, Dave Barber. Boy, nobody was more animated than you after you got the win. You just have to feel great. We'll talk specifically about the match, but just talk about how you feel from an individual and a team standpoint right now.
I feel great, man. First win of the season. Got plenty more to come. And I went out there, did what I had to do, just like all the other guys. It's a hard-fought match. Talk about scoreboard was close, man. It came down to the wire, right? You know what I'm saying? So everybody did right. Everybody did what they was doing. Went out there. When I got that pin, I was hype. I just started flexing on them, and that's pretty much it.
And Dave, we've seen you on here for a few different years. Always having a lot of strength. You really can control people. And one thing that stood out to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you've really, improved on is your quickness. Talk about that. Is that something you've practiced in the off season and really wanted to get better at?
I practiced my quickness, getting faster. Last year, I've always very slow when it comes to getting my stance and making the first attack. So I've been working on it all season, and it paid off today.
And just talk about, we talked to Kevin, an older wrestler, guy who has experience, about what you do in the room just to keep people up and taking on a role as one of the senior leaders on this team.
Senior, freshman, sophomore, junior, we all motivate each other. We're all in the same boat. We're all in there working our butts off every single day. And that's what happens when you work hard. That's what happens. You go out there and you win.
Dave, great job today. And thanks for coming on with us. Best of luck the rest of the way, pal.
Thank you.
Okay, pal. And last, but certainly not least, the freshman, Jacob Clark. Wow. I think this is my standard question to any freshman coming in and starting right off the bat in a varsity sport, obviously wrestling here. Were you nervous coming in?
Definitely. Even though, everybody asked me, were you nervous? And I just sort of tried to play it off and say, I'm just excited to get out there. But I was definitely a little bit nervous. I just wanted to get out and wrestle, help the team. I'm just really excited to be here. But, yeah, definitely a little nervous.
And you know what? When I saw you wrestle, I thought to myself, okay, he's got to be nervous. But very quickly, it didn't appear you were nervous. It looked like you came out, and this is what I was most impressed with. As a freshman, you tried to set the tempo. Was that something that you had game plan for coming in?
In my mind, I sort of just thought about maybe feeling it out a little bit, but I saw an opportunity to hit a double leg takedown, and I hit it, and I just sort of kept running the tempo.
So you immediately adjusted. Is that, and we talked about a couple of the other guys, their experience. Was it Is that where your experience in wrestling at the younger levels helped?
Wrestling since kindergarten has definitely helped me as I progressed every single year. I feel like I've gotten better every single year, no matter who really is coaching me. So I think it's just the knowledge that I have for the sport and the ability to just go out and execute. They have to connect, and I just tried to connect here. I just tried to connect the two tonight.
And you went the entire season with us, Channel 19, never had your headgear come off. What was it, about 30 seconds into it? The headgear flew off.
The headgear flew off. He was sort of pulling on it a little bit, and it sort of just popped off my head. And I just tried to keep wrestling through it, and the ref stopped the match and just readjusted and went from there.
That's blame it on the other guy. If that ever happens to me, I always blame John for stepping on it or something. So, boy, Jake, it was a great first match for you, and you've got a lot to look forward to, and your whole career ahead of you. Hey, best of luck the rest of the year, and thanks again for coming along with us, pal.
Thanks,
Okay, all right, pal. All right. And we're going to get Coach O'Donnell over there, okay? Coach, we've talked about how this year has been with respect to different coaches in the different sports. Obviously, Sean Clank was out here a lot. He's been through a lot. From a coaching standpoint right now, you have to feel thrilled with how your team came out today.
I'm just glad that we have some type of season right now, right? And it felt great being back out here, just getting wrestling and the competition and having the fans and everybody. So it feels great to just be back out.
Now,
trying to some type of normalcy.
You normally have more time to get ready. What are some of the things you've said to the kids to kind of speed things up to get them into conditioning shape? Do you approach matches differently with them not maybe being in the same conditioning shape?
No, we just try to get them to run on their own or do something on their own, right? Because we just don't have a lot of time today. We usually have 3 to 4 weeks. We had 2, right? And now that the season starts, we're wrestling like almost every other day. So it's very hard. So we just ask them that they do a little bit on their own, kind of go for a run after practice. We're trying to incorporate a little more running into it and just maybe being in better shape than the other team. Maybe not necessarily technical, but being in better shape in the third period and things like that to just get a little edge on the competition.
Obviously, what you're talking about is something that the kids really need to take it upon themselves, and obviously that's something you're preaching. Is it a situation where you rely on the senior leaders and the veterans guy to kind of carry that message out?
Yeah, definitely. That's why you have your seniors. That's why the kids that have been in the program the longest have to be the leaders, right? They have to show the young kids what to do. They got to let them know that there's a culture of winning here, and you got to do a little bit extra to become champs. Right? I mean, you saw it. We were only like one match away from flipping the score. So. That's what happens. That's when you got young kids coming in that know that there's a culture of winning. They want to win for the older kids.
Speaking of young kids, and we talked about the veteran leadership, talk about the mix that you have with the guy we just had on, Jacob Clark, the freshman coming in, and then we also had Dave Barber, one of the veteran guys. Talk about how good it is to have that nice little combination there.
Well, that's great because it shows that the junior program is starting to do what we wanted it to do. Right? David Barber, those guys came through the program, and now you see Jacob Clark, who's been there forever, coming through it, finally gets his chance in high school and gets a win. So to build good programs, you start from the bottom up, and it's starting, after so many years, it's starting to come up. The kids that are coming in, they know how to wrestle. I don't have to teach a ton of technique. I can just go right into getting in shape, wrestling hard, and wrestling smart.
Yeah, and the one last thing I'll say to you, when you talk to that, I know what Kevin Stubbs had said was that he went against a guy that was stronger than him, but somehow he was able to react, and he said it was because of his experience, how long he's been wrestling, and I guess that's what you're alluding to with the junior program.
You're in a bad spot, or a way to use your speed and over strength, right? Strength isn't always everything. Sometimes just creating an angle and getting in the right position and knowing when you're in trouble is better than just trying to be a meathead and bull rush everybody.
Well, Coach, we really enjoyed coming out, and it's great for you guys to get the win. Best of luck the rest of the way, and go get them.
Thank you guys for doing this. We appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. Okay. All right. So that'll do it. An exciting match. Didn't start out well with a couple of forfeits, but Sterling came on and really finished things out with the last 4 matches, coming away with a big win against Audubon. And our next match is going to be wrestling Saturday, March 20th. That'll be this Saturday at 11 a.m. Sterling versus Deptford. We hope to have you guys out here or watching us from home. But just a great job by Mr. K, the entire tech crew. For John Hallwood, Chris Burdash, I'm Mr. Schulz. We'll see you next time on Channel 19.